Now to this, groundwater at Evans Landscaping Site in Newtown is showing high levels of arsenic, just as Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost is seeking to jail owner Doug Evans for violating a court order that requires environmental cleanup.
Investigative reporter Paula Christian has been reporting on Doug Evans for 8 years now. She tells us if the public has anything to worry about here.
We're done playing around. He's under a court order to clean up, and he thumbed his nose at the entire process. He's thumbed his nose at the community. He's thumbed his nose at the court. We're done.
Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost wants Doug Evans jailed for 30 days. He's asking a Hamilton County judge to find Evans in contempt of court at a hearing that could take place as early as next week.
It's amazing how a few days in jail can grab your attention.
Yost sued Evans in 2021 at the request of the Ohio EPA and Hamilton County Public Health after more than 20 years of environmental violations. Evans agreed to a $550,000 settlement and to clean up his properties, but Yost says that hasn't happened. Meanwhile, Evans is accusing the state of, quote, overreaching enforcement and unreasonable conduct in court filings this week. Evans is asking the judge to throw out the settlement agreement because health officials want the illegal waste cleaned up in a way that is inefficient and not cost effective.
Here you have a company that has agreed to clean it up in the right way, but then is now refusing to follow the plan that it agreed to.
Tom Smar is a senior attorney with the nonprofit Earth Justice. He is not part of this case, but he reviewed court filings and groundwater testing results from Evans' Round Bottom Road site near Newtown, which show arsenic levels 5 to 10 times above drinking water standards in a report filed with the Ohio EPA this month.
So what would happen if somebody drank that water?
Drinking water with high levels of arsenic would be a serious health concern. I mean, arsenic is a known carcinogen. It contributes to organ failure.
Hamilton County Public Health and the Ohio EPA both tell the I-Team at this time there is no known immediate concern to public health as further sampling and investigation continues. Health officials say anyone in the area who worries about their drinking water should contact Hamilton County Public Health. I asked Evans about these high arsenic levels. In a statement, he says in part, arsenic is a naturally occurring substance in the environment, and no sources of additional arsenic currently have been identified on the property. But Smar says the arsenic is likely coming from buried construction waste, such as treated wood.
If there's contact with water, the water will weaponize the waste.
Smar says anyone using groundwater near an Evans site should get it tested. He also worries about the fish in the nearby Little Miami River.
Certainly arsenic is a concern as it accumulates within fish, for example.
Evans says he will submit a comprehensive groundwater assessment plan to collect more information and ensure the protection of human health and the environment. Meanwhile, Evans says he will, quote, vigorously oppose the state's contempt charges. These court documents really boil down to two things: what is considered illegal waste and how to clean it up. Evans says the way the state wants him to do it could cost him $600,000 or more. But state prosecutors say not cleaning it up risks contaminating an aquifer that provides drinking water to 1.5 million people. Paula Christian, WCPO 9, I-Team.